Everybody, it is John the Comic Guy, and today I want to talk about trades. So I was on Facebook and I saw a post from a guy named Anthony in the Philadelphia Comics group, and he asked, does anybody local have any good trades or good things to trade? So I reached out to him, we traded some pictures. He goes, wow, I think I'm going to be interested in some of the books you got to trade with. So we scheduled time to meet, so he's going to come on over and we're going to meet up and I'm going to introduce you to him. So stay tuned. So Anthony posted on Facebook Marketplace or one of the local comic channels.
The Philly group.
Yeah, the Philly group saying, does anybody trade? And obviously, guys, I trade. So I'm about to do a flip through, but Anthony is top shelf. So far, I got to tell you, he's proactively reached out to me to make sure he was on time. As you guys can imagine, people not showing, it's just that's a thing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and Anthony's really, really great. So I'm going to flip around and show some of the books I'm looking through. He's going to look through my inventory. But Anthony, thank you so much for showing up today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate it, brother.
There's a pretty interesting mix of books.
Yeah.
This book has a crease right here.
I
That
got
was
you.
actually it wasn't like that, and got it from the mail when I bought it, and they bent up the whole box. and everything.
Oh no, from the mail?
So upset. It was a beautiful, beautiful copy.
Oh
But
man.
foil covers, I would assume, are a little bit of a pain to
Yeah, press
to
press out.
Yeah.
As you could see, Anthony was really great. I'm just telling you, he checked off all of the boxes. When you're going to have a meeting with somebody to do trades, you want somebody who's going to be on time. You want somebody to be kind. You want somebody to be prepared and bring some good books to trade, especially if when you're sending them pictures, you see things or they see things that they wanted. It just helps when they come prepared, right? It's not a requirement, but when they are prepared, it helps. So just FYI, if you guys are in this local area and you see Anthony, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be his reference. The guy is great, prepared, polite, on time. Again, all of the check boxes that I think are so critical with a fun, happy, and successful trade. So let's get right to it. You saw the flip through of the books that I was considering. These are the books that I got a part of the trade. So before the record now, he paid me cash, right? These are the books that Anthony ended up keeping. So he wanted keys. That was what he focused on. So in addition to these trades, he paid me some cash. Zelle, but that's cash, right? But these are the books that I got in addition to some cash. Now, while this is a beautiful copy, this is purely just for the looks because even if it was a complete book, hint, hint, it would not be that valuable. But again, it's in nice condition. It's Tales of Suspense 61. It does fill up a hole in my collection, but it's missing a page. What are you going to do? It presents well. I'm okay with it being a placeholder. Stuff happens. It wasn't a particularly valuable part of this trade anyway. I'm good with it. As a matter of fact, when Anthony sees this, it may be the first he even hears about it. That happens. It wasn't a major part of the trade. I would have done the trade without it, but it fills up the hole, but it is missing a page. The next is a very low-grade copy. I would say it's probably a 1.5 of Not Brand Ec #1. As you guys know, I'm very passive about this particular title. And it has like, when I say it, there's like not mouse chew, but it's just wear on all the corners. There's no sharp edges on this bad boy, and the spine is split down to the staple, but it's complete and it fills a gap. I did not have, at least not for 35 years, Not Brand Ec #1. So I'm glad I got it. It's filling up a hole in the in my collection, and hey, I'm good with that. Superboy #76. You know, this is one that ultimately I may trade one day or sell, but for now I'm keeping it in my collection. I am really not a major Superboy collector. I have a couple of Golden Age Superboys, and while I don't even really covet those as super important parts of my collection, you know, they're Golden Age. I do dig Golden Age, so I'm keeping it. And this is a nice Silver Age copy, lower grade, low approaching mid grade. But for now, I'm going to keep it. I might even display it in my office a little bit. Superboy #76, and this is from 1959. I like it. I'll tell you, with the pink, the rendering on this cover is pretty sweet. It's a nice book. The next is Detective Comics 271. Again, no keys, right? I didn't get any particularly valuable books, but these are books that I'm filling up some holes. Sweet. This is a 1959 book as well. It's a 4.5, so it's a lower to mid grade, but and similar to the Superboys. I don't actively collect Detective Comics, so I would say probably one of these days you're going to find this one in my inventory. But right now I'm going to enjoy it. I do love all their Silver Age books, and it is a pretty cool cover. Detective Comics #271. I like it. Now next is really in beautiful condition. This has got to be a 9.2. I pressed it. It was about a 9.0, so it was a very fine and near mint copy. There were just a couple of spine ticks, but you know, this is a 1971 Bronze Age book, a 15-cent cover price. I would expect there to be a little bit more wear, but it is in beautiful condition. And again, the only book that was incomplete was that Tales of Suspense 61. This is a complete copy, white pages. At this point, this is going to stay with me. I like it. Again, none of these were particularly valuable. That's why Anthony and I traded, and he also gave me some cash. But I like this. So Fantastic Four 102, I say this is a beautiful book. I'm really happy to own this because it is such a high quality. I think it's a 9.2. Beautiful. This particular copy, as you can see, the edges are sharp. And again, the paper quality, magnifique, fantastico. The next, X-Men #105. An 8.5, right? An 8.5 is going to be a very fine. I am happy about adding this to my collection. X-Men, truth be known, unlike my brother Marcus loves and he actively goes after X-Men. I don't actively seek out X-Men, but when I passively get them and I see them and they're pretty high grade, I'll take them, right? Especially as a part of this trade. Is there a chance one day I might sell or trade this? Maybe, but again, I'm happy keeping nice X-Men books, and this is a pretty sweet copy. So X-Men #105 as an 8.5. I like it. I like it. Yeah. You know, another thing is Anthony had a nice stack of graded books for me to pick from. He was really prepared. If you guys are in the East Coast and you see his post, if you're in a Philadelphia group and Anthony reaches out and he's trying to trade, I would say, again, from my personal experience, I think the guy is credible. The guy came prepared. He texted me. He let me know when he was on the way. He had graded books. He was ready to do the trade, right? He wasn't attached to the stuff that he was trying to trade. When he got here, he wasn't like, I'm not sure if I want to he was not emotionally attached. That's the best way to kind of, one, not spend and waste hours of time, right? You want to do the trade, you want to high five. Plus, by the way, the guy's a great artist. Like, we're going to do some more trading together, and one of them is going to include some original artwork. The guy showed me some of his artwork. Holy crap, Anthony, dude, you got skills. So, hey, don't forget the little people in your life when you hit it big, right? Don't forget to reach back out to me. Wolverine Limited Miniseries, issue number 4, as a 9.4. I like this because I had graded copies of 1, 2, and 3, and I had a raw copy of 4, a lower, and the raw copy was like a 6.0. So that's out in Z. That's in inventory. I'm selling it pretty cheap, but at least now I have a nice graded copy of it. So again, how many times do I need to read this? Again, great miniseries. I just don't need to read it anymore. Now I'm just enjoying it for the covers. And, you read something 6 or 7 times, I don't think you need to read it again. But nice copy. Glad to add this to my personal collection simply because it kind of evens out everything. All that miniseries or the limited series is all graded now. Last but not least, I was very, very pleased about this. Again, not a particularly valuable book, but I like it. This fills a hole in my collection. And it's graded, so it's sweet. It's Batman number 188. I really like it. Cool cover, right? Pretty cool cover. It's one of those checkerboard DC tops, but a 5.5. So I get a solid mid-grade copy of Batman number 188 that just really fills up some holes. So I was happy to get a combination. I didn't know if it was going to be a straight trade or just, but he came here and obviously, when he was picking the keys, he's like, hey, I could sell you some cash well. So it worked out well. I got some cash for the inventory, plus I got some holes filled in my gap, and only one book was missing a page. Hey, it happens, but I am still absolutely delighted. So, hey, Anthony, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to come out here. It was about an hour drive for him, so I really appreciate him. If you guys see Anthony, and again, you're going to see him if you're in a Philly group, the guy really does get 2 thumbs up for me. Professional, very kind, talented artist, and we're obviously going to have an ongoing relationship, so maybe I'll see him on Black Friday as well. So everybody, if you like this kind of content, I would encourage you to please hit the like button. Feel free to share it with anybody who you know likes comic content, especially if they're into trading, and also definitely make comments. What do you think of the trades? Again, it doesn't. My trades in my world doesn't have to be perfectly even, right? So again, he came out with 2 keys. I didn't get any keys, but I also got cash. So I'm good with that. Everything was really fair. And by the way, with that Spider-Man 121, I also have 2 other copies of that. With that Secret Wars number 8, I have 4 other copies of that. So it's not like I really needed that. And incidentally, the Secret Wars that he got was a nice graded custom label. So I think we both left, which is what I always like. It's something that I strive. When we do trades, I want everybody parting ways happy. If you don't have a win-win situation, people, I would encourage you not to do it, right? That means somebody's getting ripped off. That is no bueno. So anyway, finally, if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. Everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and I will talk to you soon.